check something here. Okay, welcome back to the Steve Guy Gaming channel. I think the last time we streamed was last week. Happy Thursday, everyone! Almost the weekend. I am back, and I know you might have been a little bit worried of like when's Steven gonna be back, but this past week was my very first week working getting back into the workforce. So. Today was a good week. So yeah, today I have today off, which is nice. But I do go back to work tomorrow and Saturday. And fortunately, when you work at Chick-fil-A, you get Sundays off. So we might be streaming on Sunday. We'll see. But I think today we're gonna have a pretty fun day of flying. We're gonna be flying quite a bit. I think today we might do that. Yeah, so today's plan is to, of course, fly this CJ4 aircraft, express aircraft, for Orbit Airlines from Saginaw, Michigan to Detroit, and then we'll fly, I think, Delta, an Airbus 320 Delta from Detroit to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I think hopefully Greg comes in here today. We'll drop Greg off in Pennsylvania, or either fly him from Pennsylvania to wherever we go. And I still have not yet decided where we're going to be flying when we leave Pittsburgh. So there's a small part of me that wants to check out the hurricane that's down in the Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina area. And by the way, if you're watching this video, whether on YouTube or Twitch, would just like to say that my thoughts and prayers go out to all those who are being affected by that. Stay safe, because I went to college not too long ago down in Florida, and I experienced a couple hurricanes myself. The worst one was my freshman year. That was in 2020, and Hurricane Sally, I believe that one was not pretty at all. It was actually pretty nasty. So I understand a little bit what you guys are experiencing, but again, if you live down there, I apologize. My thoughts and prayers go out to you. But yeah, stay safe out there, and yeah. I'm going to take a few minutes here just to get something going here. I need to work on something, and then we'll leave for Detroit here. So and if you're watching on Twitch, in the title of the video I accidentally did the Detroit code. I did KDET, which is actually KDTW for Metro Wayne, I think. So apologize for that. Kind of was doing it in a rush. So again, give me a little bit here to get ready here. So again, we'll be leaving shortly. Unfortunately, on this plane, I wish there was a way where we could do it. There's no way to lower the door on the aircraft, but right now we're just, kind of, I guess, boarding the aircraft. So yeah, let me... so yeah, bear with me for a few minutes. What app am I on? Okay. Okay. All right. There we go. All right. Okay. Let's get going here. I'll do that in a bit. So let's head back into the aircraft. Let's go back up here. It's been several weeks since I last flew the CJ4, but I think I know my way around without having to look at the checklist here. Give me one more second. I want to check something here on my phone. But yeah, if you look at the radar for the hurricane down south, it's not pretty, that's for sure. But part of me wants to check it out, so I don't know. Maybe later I'll fly an F-18 toward that area to check that out. So I don't know. I want to see what that looks like. Okay. All right. Let's get this airplane in the air. Well, first let's get this thing started. So flight time I think was right around 28 minutes, something like that, to Detroit from Saginaw, Michigan. And again, this is I think my very first time flying to Detroit on this sim, and it's my first time to be in Saginaw because as a Colorado guy, I don't fly out east a whole lot. So let's turn on well, first off, let's turn on the battery. And then dispatch. Okay. Yeah, this plane's so much fun to fly because it's very quick startup. You don't have to do much here. So yeah, we're just gonna imagine that our passengers are basically have already boarded. Again, in the virtual world of flight simulation, yeah, we'll pretend that our passengers are on board, and there's gonna be about 6 or 7 passengers to Detroit. So let's do that here. Okay, so we're gonna push back here. First thing first, I want to turn on where's the beacon? Because we were about to turn on our engines. Okay, here we go. Let's do pushback. But yeah, I'm excited for 2024 for the new sim that's coming out in November. We're getting there. We're less than 2 months away, right? I mean, today's the 26th of September. We're about to hit October next week. So yeah, we're getting closer, man. I'm really, really excited for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. And just being able to, one of the biggest things for me is the seasons, because let me release the parking brake. Is the seasons, because one thing that this sim does not do that they honestly should have done is the seasons, because even in FSX they had that where if you of course flew the FSX for several years, you know that even in FSX they had seasons where the trees would be different colors in the fall. During the winter you had no leaves on the trees. During the summer you had trees, it was green. And so yeah, like I kind of wish that they would have done this in 2020, and they didn't, which is a disappointment for sure. But you know what, I'm happy that it sounds like they fixed it, and there's going to be actual seasons in the sim for 2024. And I'm excited, and that the trees will be actually good. Trees in here are not bad, but it's just like they're floating in certain areas, and it's just like that's not realistic, Okay, parking brake. Let's pull that back out, and let's start our engines here. Let me first open these bad boys up. Oh wait, I need to open. Okay, there we go. Okay, wait for... Okay, now we're good. Alright, engine 1 is started. Again, what we want is the N2 to reach at least 20. And once the engines are stabilized, we'll turn on the avionics switch, and we'll start doing our stuff from there. So, okay, that is ready. So yeah, it's live weather, live time in Michigan. So. Can turn that on. Arm the emergency lights. cruising altitude today will be 7,000 feet, and that is real world altitude. I think a lot of the airliners that fly into Detroit from Saginaw are usually right around 7,000 feet for cruising altitude. Again, it's only like a 20 to 30 minute flight, and we're at sea level, so yeah, 7,000 feet. We'll do the heading once we get to the runway here. Alright, I think we're ready to go. Let's turn on the rest of the lights here. Okay. Okay, I think, yeah, that's what we're going to do. So we're just going to make a right here and then go all the way down to, yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Again, I love the CJ4. It's a aircraft I've been flying since really I started flying the new sim. Again, I got the new, or I should say it's not really new anymore, but I got the 2020 sim last September, so I've had it for now a little over a year, but roughly about a year now, and yeah, I love this aircraft. Yeah, I think, of course, my, family members, they're from Michigan, and, like, my mom and dad, they were raised and born in Michigan. Well, my dad was, my mom was actually born in Costa Rica, but, they were both raised in Michigan, and we go to Michigan every single summer for vacation, and, I've been to Michigan in the fall at least once or twice, and generally right around this time of year, that's when you start seeing leaves starting to change. And again, that's one thing I just wish that 2020 had. And I get, like, I know it's late September and there's still a lot of greenery, but again, this is when now, since it's officially fall, right? I think it's already fall. So it's just like I wish they could have done a better job, but yeah, that's why I'm looking forward to 2024. because a lot of the data for the scenery is pretty well done for the simulator. 2020, again, don't get me wrong, they did a really good job for for the job they did, because again, previously to 2020, the only sim that was the newest one was really FSX, right? And so for what they did in 2020, they did a really good job, but yeah, they could have done more to do better, I guess, but yeah. But I still enjoy 2020. This is a good simulator. It's just that there's just a few little things that they could have done better, like there's some airports that don't have any gates that in real life that have gates, like Wichita. The default airport here in the simulator is horrible. There's like 0 gates. There's 0 jetways, and so and then there's some airports that have taxiways that are like not in the sim, and it's just like, I hope they fix that. So looks like not a lot of wind today. Pretty mostly calm. That's good. Alright, flaps are set. Where's the... Oh yeah, I need to do the heading here. Oh yeah, I forgot to turn on the Pro Beats. I'll do that once we're in the air.
altitude.
Oh yeah, we're looking at some wind here. You kind of see it outside. looks pretty bumpy out there. And some winds could think we're... Looks like we're approaching Ann Arbor, Ypsilanti area, which is where my grandparents live. They live in the Ypsilanti area. Yeah, we'll keep going for a little bit, then we'll start descending, and then we'll come in into Detroit. Someone here. I think that's Ann Arbor off to our left. think that's Ann Arbor. coming into Detroit. Let's leave you. full flaps.
Altitude. Autopilot.
Alright, I made it to Detroit. Let me... Alright, 30-minute flight. Yeah, right around where we had it. The sim had us going about 28 minutes. This was 30 minutes and 50 seconds. So, yeah. That was a fun flight. I love the CJ4. It's so simple to fly. Very, it's not super sensitive. Landing, I thought was good. Again, I've been flying this airplane for a while, and basically since day one, since this sim came out, or when I got it, I should say. But I love this aircraft. Again, I don't really know why they parked me out here, but oh well. Yeah. So I think that will do it for this stream. Again, we're going to be flying from Detroit to Pittsburgh a little bit later. Not right now. I think that flight is... I don't think it's a long flight. I think it's like a... I need to check. Hold on. Give me 1 minute. I'm going to check something here. While we deboard the passengers and their baggage here in Detroit. I want to do something here. Again, I might have to eventually get a add-on airport for Detroit in the marketplace, because I don't want to. I don't know why they had me park out here, but or maybe they do in real life. I don't know, but I find that kind of odd. But yeah, welcome to Detroit. But yeah, I think eventually I'll probably get a airport, get the Detroit airport off of Marketplace if there's any like good rated airports, because I don't want to get a poor constructed airport. It'd be kind of cool. I'm not sure if Flightbeam does Detroit, or if they made Detroit Metro Wayne Airport for Xbox, but I would have to check. Yeah, that's something I'll need to look out for. But yeah, our next flight will be after I get some lunch. That will be from, again, from Detroit to Pittsburgh on a Delta Airbus 320 Neo aircraft. I'll be flying that after lunch, and then we'll go on from there. Just for fun, I'm going to check the radar for the current live radar. As of, okay, so yeah, the hurricane is west of Port Charlotte and Tampa. But yeah, it's already hitting the coast of Florida, the Panhandle a little bit. Thankfully, Pensacola looks to be safe from it so far, but like Destin to the east, all the way to Tallahassee, they're getting rain from that storm. So that's interesting. But yeah, thankfully, I mean, the rain from the hurricane is going all the way up into Kentucky, it looks like, which is incredible. But thankfully here in Detroit we're fine, and it looks like in Pittsburgh the weather is good over there as well. Maybe some scattered clouds. I'll check the weather once we get ready for that Pittsburgh flight. Again, that'll be after lunch. But as you can see here in Detroit, some clouds here and there, scattered clouds, but there's some sun as well, so it doesn't look like any sort of rain clouds in the area. But again, the hurricane rain storms are going up all the way into Charleston, not too far from Cincinnati. So again, it's not that far away. But yeah, thankfully we won't have to deal with it. It looks like up in New Hampshire, Maine, especially Maine is getting hammered with the rain right now. yeah, they're getting some heavy rain. Just for fun. I want to see if there's any snow. Wait, what is that? Oh, looks like they had an earthquake up in Canada, off of Victoria. Okay, looks like there was some earthquake activity up there. Looks like is that a rain snow mix up in Alaska? Maybe, I don't know. Looks like there's definitely some snow near that area, but yeah, just yeah, a lot of rain from Florida, from Tampa all the way up to close to Cincinnati. So again, if you're in the path of that hurricane, stay safe out there. So yeah, stay safe from those hurricanes. Let me check one more thing here. But yeah, welcome to Detroit. Thanks everyone for watching. Why are you at grass? Well, that's who they wanted me to park there. I don't know why. That's the negative part of the current sim. Of course, 2024 is coming out in November. I don't know why they did that. Maybe I should get a payware Detroit airport. Or maybe in real life they have people park out on like the grass or something, because I'm in the general aviation area. So again, I'm confused as well. I just parked where they wanted me to park. So again, it's weird. I get it, but yeah. Let me check one more thing and then I'll let you guys go. And again, I'll be streaming a little bit later on when I fly to Pittsburgh. To Pittsburgh from Detroit. Okay. All right. Well, if you're watching on Twitch, if I didn't read your comments earlier, I apologize about that, but hopefully I catch them in the next stream. If you're watching right now on YouTube, or a little bit later on after the stream is done, thank you for watching. Didn't see Greg in there today, which is fine, but hopefully I see him soon in this stream. We might be able to catch him in the next stream when we fly to his home airport in Pittsburgh. So yeah, that will be our next flight. So yeah, that'll be after lunch, after I get some lunch here. So, yeah, looks like a nice day in Detroit. So, anyway, folks, I'll let you go. Have a good day. Stay safe out there, especially if you live in the South. Stay safe from those hurricanes. I'll see you guys in a little bit once we do that Detroit to Pittsburgh trip later this afternoon. So, again, stay safe out there, and I'll talk to you all later.